I'm LJ Norvell for BSTN, and joining me today is Mr. Chris Neifert. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks, LJ.
So we're in need of some volunteers. We need help to build our portrait of a graduate. Can you explain some of that to us?
Sure. I mean, we've talked about this before. It's kind of the next natural step within our strategic plan. We've introduced this at some of our PTAs. It's really just kind of picking out what are the skills, what are the characteristics that we want for our kids, and the knowledge they need to gain as they graduate from Boardman schools.
Of course. So what is required to be a volunteer?
So in order to help us out with this, we're going to ask people to sign up and to be a part of this process. Really, you got to be able to commit to 2 nights. We've got a meeting scheduled for January 12th, that's a Monday, and February 9th, which is a Monday the following month. Those are about 2-hour meetings, 6 to 8 in the evening. And really, we're just going to ask you to be a part of a committee and be involved in some discussion to try and get to that end goal of what really that portrait looks like.
And how do you sign up for that?
So we've made it as easy as we can. If you go to our district website, there's a link there for you to go in and get signed up. We'll also be sending you a remind message for those of you who are part of our Remind program. And then we'll get back to you. We're looking for probably about 20 or so members from each one of our 6 buildings. We're trying to get a good cross-section of the district so we get everybody's opinions involved. So our goal is to have people sign up over the next few weeks and then be able to get back to those people that have been chosen to be a part of the committee by December 15th so that you have the entire Christmas break to get yourself planned so that you can make sure you make those 2 meetings that we've scheduled.
Of course. And can students be involved?
They can, LJ. I actually expect you to sign up. But yeah, we're looking for volunteers from grades 7 through 12. We really want to make sure that we hit all cohort groups. So any student who's interested, talk to your administration, talk to your teachers, but you'll need to go to that same link on the website and get yourself signed up as we make sure we, again, get a good cross-section of students to be a part of that committee.
Of course. And is there anything else you'd like to add today, Mr. Neifert?
LJ, we're just really excited about this idea that, we're moving through, we're moving forward, right? We just had a levy passed, which is great. We did have one that failed by about 100 votes. But reality is, in talking to some people in the community, they've all pointed to one thing, and that's the attempt to make that a continuous levy. One of the reasons that we did that really is kind of looking at the voter fatigue, if you will. As I researched last year and got here and really started to kind of look at where we were financially, and we've got a pretty rough levy schedule. We've got 4 or 5 levies coming up here in the next 5 years, and we have 7 in the next 10. So that's one of the reasons is we just tried to reduce some of that voter fatigue. The other reason is by making a levy like that continuous, it gives us more borrowing power as we look at some of the projects that may be coming up here in the future. So we'll see. We have an opportunity to put that back on the ballot here in May. We're just starting to talk about that now of what it'll look like and how we get there. So, we'll see. Stay tuned. I'm sure we'll talk more about it here in the next few months. Also want to thank everybody for a great start to the school year and wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. We got a short break coming up here and hope all of our students and their families enjoy a great weekend here as we come back and get set for December and the long haul until Christmas. So
can't wait to hear all the news.
Thanks, LJ.
Once again, Boardman, I'm your host, LJ Norvell for BSTN, and have a great Thanksgiving break.